What's up, guys? I'm Mike.
I'm Luke.
Today we're reviewing all the black cards from OP07. We've been reviewing all of the color pie cards of OP07 set, each individually. If you're watching this right now, you're not a member, everything from red, green, blue, and purple is up right now. But members have early exclusive access to most of our videos. And right now, all the color guides are up for members. So if you want to see them early, consider becoming a member, getting early access live, or exclusive, access live streams, and of course, supporting some great One Piece content. Luke, tell them how we're talking about the cards today.
Today we're going to rate our cards by 1 through 5. 1 being absolute trash, 5 being really meta warping, game state changing. We have to think about that card forever. Such as...
Not Rob Lucci. Not Rob Lucci. Why are you cheesing like that? And I'm also trying to remember to be good about this for videos that do have it. If you want to skip around, there are chapters in the video to skip around for specific cards. So if you're like, I just care about what they think about this card, go in the chapters and scroll. Robert Lucci is your new mono black leader, 5 life, 5,000 power. When attacking, you may trust 2 cards at the top of your deck. Give it to one of your opponent's characters, -1 cost during this turn. Luke, tell me how you think about this card.
4?
No, tell me how you think about this card.
How I think about this card.
Yes.
What do you mean by, like, how?
Well, for me, first, like, my left part of my brain starts getting electrified, right? And then it moves that information to the right side of my brain. No, this card is... This card is not as good as the other cards you play around it.
That's basically what I'm
But it bridges this really small gap in, like, what we're trying to do at a 0 cost of just attack with it, and you get to do the thing.
Yeah.
That it's good. The CP trading is also not irrelevant. So I give it a 4.
I'm giving it a 4 as well, just because yes, you don't have the Dawn attached to it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay a Dawn for this. You get to just raw do what it says.
It's so weird because if the reduction effect or this mill effect was in any other color, I would probably give this a 3. But because it's both of these things in black, and the black cards that aren't your leader itself care way more about them than the leader itself.
Yeah.
It's just weird where, like, the leader is it's kind of like Sakazuki in ways where the leader is just there to facilitate how good all the other cards in your pool are.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, other leaders like Bonnie, for example, are there to be their own powerhouse. Yes, and then you build around that powerhouse.
Yeah. It's definitely like the sum of its parts if you build this deck.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. They're not reflective of how good the Lucci deck is, just how good we think the Lucci leader is.
Yeah.
Speaking of CP0, it's Kaku.
Kaku.
I'm mad there's no giraffe art. I'm gonna be real. Y'all robbed me. 5,000 power, 4-drop, 2K counter on play. You may place 2 cards with a type including CP from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Give it to one of your opponent's characters, -3 cost this turn.
Nice. It's a 2K, right? It's a 2K, but when
-3 cost is good.
Yeah.
You can combo it off of what's the multiplayer? Bluno on the KO, the original Bluno.
Yeah.
And then you can air door it.
Yeah.
So
it's not bad.
Hits leader with no Dawn. Give it a 3.5.
I'll give it a 3. Just for me, I feel like it's just gonna be a 2K that we accidentally pitch and I'll get mad about. But
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Kalifa is also a 5K for 4, 1K counter. Dawn 1 on your turn. Give all your opponent's characters -1 cost. It's small E-show.
Yeah.
It's a smaller E-show.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I think it's interesting. I've seen some builds messing with it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's inherently good because the CP pool is pretty big.
Yeah.
At this point. But I think it's better than a 2, so I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Hits leader and then has an AoE board stat debuff. Like,
yeah,
pretty good.
I mean, like, you basically on play that, right? Like, you basically, this is a 5 cost. So
yeah, or you've cheated it out through, like, other means, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, for sure. Yo,
Captain John,
he's here. Where's the treasure, old man? Is it okay? Can I ask this question?
What?
Do you think that Captain John's treasure is just gonna be the One Piece?
No.
Somehow. Because this was a huge early plot point that we've just abandoned, like, right?
What if Captain John's treasure was Gaimon?
I've seen that theory. That's an actual theory people have.
I had no idea.
Yes, I've seen that theory. But we haven't talked about Captain John's treasure since Impel Down. I know people have been like, oh, maybe Buggy found it, and that's part of how he became, a warlord into a Yonko and stuff. And it's like,
I like the idea that just Buggy failed up.
I'm gonna Google it. Maybe it was in like a cover story, because I read it much later. Did Buggy ever find Captain John's treasure?
Oh wow.
Fuck you, AI results. I hate this shit. Oh!
What? Is it really? It's on
It's yes.
full OLED?
Yes. Well, Captain John was part of the Rocks Pirates.
Okay,
so...
yeah.
Okay.
So it's on full OLED.
That's where we're left on the thing.
Cool.
Oda, you sly dog. Anyway, 3K for 2, 1K counter on play. Trash 2 cards top of your deck. Give one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during the turn. 1. There's just way better versions of so many stapled on reduction bodies than this for its trading and its stat line. I mean, it's Thriller Bark.
It's Thriller Bark.
But, yeah.
I don't think it's a 1. I think maybe it's a 2.
I think it's a 2.
I think it's
okay.
a 2.
That's fair.
I mean, like, you could. There's a world where you, like, play this off of, like, you know, Grave and, I don't know, it's Thriller Bark.
I mean, like, I can play Helmeppo for 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, the only upside is I can play with Moria, which doesn't really got other sport going on right
trash
now.
more stuff.
I'm straight up just hodling my Moria AA leader at this point and just hoping, now that we're going back to Dressrosa already next year,
Oh,
that like we get more Thriller Barks, and then it's like, oh, Moria's gonna get.
That's fair. Yeah. That'll be cool.
Speaking of Moria,
you
want to take this one?
This guy's a meta changer. This
time to really get crazy with this deck.
So Gecko Moria, 4 cost, 5k power, counter 1. It is activate main. You may place 4 Thriller Bark Pirate types cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. This character gains banish and plus 1,000 during this turn.
6k banish for 5.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm giving it a 3. It's a unique ability. It's not actually good in the Moria deck because it diminishes the resources for not a great upside. Like 4 for that is like not great. 2, you know, I get behind. I think it's 4 to like unrest the ores, right?
Yeah.
Or attack with the ores, however that effect works. This just seems like too much for too little, but it's not the worst thing I've seen. I'll give it 2.5.
I'll give this one like a 2 because I don't like that you have to place 4 Thriller Bark. It's like specifically Thriller Bark.
That's the problem.
It feels bad because you're diminishing your resources in the deck, in the Gecko Moria deck that this is supposed to be helping. It doesn't feel good. I don't know.
There's just a world where I'm like, you know, there's sometimes you get Moria turns where it's like, I just need to bring back any body. It's not really effective bringing a body right now, so I have more bodies next turn. And so if we get to a part where there's like a point where there's enough critical mass of Thriller Bark characters, where you're not teching as many like Navy cards, for instance, in a Gecko Moria deck, this is the actual like attacker you bring back. Because you don't bring back ores because ores it's too much cost.
Right.
But this can already attack, and then it can attack with banish. It's like it can kind of set up that snipe you at the end game line. So I like it at 2.5. Jump blocker.
Gismonda.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jump blocker too.
Yeah, 2.
Wait.
Stussy.
Get a Stussy nose looking at this. Wait, hold on. hold on. You looking at Stussy?
Oh my god.
Literally you. Quite literally you right now.
It's such a beautiful card. It's so good.
Such a beautiful babe.
Yeah, dude. It's a beautiful
take it away, Luke.
Yeah, Stussy, 9 cost, 9k on play. You may trash one of your characters, KO to one of your opponent's characters. This is a good card.
Yeah, this is one of those cards that is better than it reads.
Yeah.
Just in the way that, like, in other games, this kind of effect, like, for example, Magic, it's like, oh, you're playing an Aristocrat's ability on a 9-drop. That's kind of not great for what the ability is. One Piece, in terms of like resource trading, is closer to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, I will happily discard this random card that I already got value out of. Because it's about tempo and not about like overall value. So yeah, this card's good.
This card's good.
And especially in all the reanimating small value dudes that CP has. There's gonna be plenty of them, and Rebecca existing and more existing, this card is good. I'm gonna give it just a 4 though. It is like still like you have to build a deck very specifically to get value out of this. It's not just good in any black deck. It's good in all the black decks the way they're playing right now, because the black cards are really pushed, because the ones that got banned aren't the real problem cards. But, you know, 4.
I give it a 4 as well. It's very, very good. Okay, if you guys pull this card, keep it. This is an $80 card. Easily, this is going to be like the Gecko Moria of the set. So
what? No, because you don't play a set of these, do you?
I don't think you play max 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
Gecko Moria of the set's kind of a crazy take.
I think 73. I mean,
what's the Gecko Moria of this set? Hold on. Now I want to know.
It's Boa.
Is it?
I think it's Boa.
Here, let's just see. Can I look at? I can't look at alt arts.
No, let's see. Yeah.
I wish you could look at alt arts only.
Yeah.
So not SPs, obviously, just base things. It's not Dragon.
It's not Dragon.
It's not Otama. I don't think there is anything
I think
like
Boa Hancock you run 4 of, so that's.
But I don't think it's good enough. Is the problem. Like, it's not format warping, you know? I mean, it does get waifu tax. So we're talking about
It
price.
gets waifu tax?
If we're talking about price, waifu tax will probably bump it up.
I'm thinking about price. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Because literally, like,
I can get behind Boa then.
It's going to be Gecko Moria priced because of XYZ. I think
agree.
might be...
I agree. I think it's Boa. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if not Boa, Bonnie. But...
Spandam's back. 4,000 over 3. 1k counter. On play, crash 2 cards top of your deck. Give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 2 cost during this turn. Infinitely just better than John already because it also mills. John doesn't even mill for the Thriller Bark deck. For one more Dawn, I get one more K, one more cost, and mill 2. Come on, dude.
It's pretty good.
2.5.
Yeah, 2. Baskerville.
Scrooge! I knew you'd come back for the One Piece.
3 cost, 3k power, your turn. If your opponent has a character with a cost of 0, this character gains plus 3,000 power. 2k counter.
This card is going to blow someone out unlimited. That's what I said this morning.
Yeah.
Constructed, 2.
Cost of 0.
Yeah.
What in limited?
Well, you just have like random reduction. Well, it's a 2K, so you already play it.
Oh, I guess.
And I'm saying like you'll like so there's cards like the event card will get to you that you just play because it's just a pay 1 draw 1. And stuff like that. So you just might get enough ancillary reduction just from doing other cards that you're like, oh, and then I'll just stack, you know.
I wonder what this guy's deal is. How does he have 3 heads? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, is he an experiment? That's a good question. Yeah. He's only rogue government traded. He has no like genealogy, you know. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's a fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the 3-head fruit.
Hattori. 0 power, 1 drop, 2k counter on play. Your turn, up to one of your Rob Lucci cards gets 2 power for this turn. This is the best version of all the ones we've seen, like Moda, but unlike the snake, because it's also 2k counter.
Yeah.
I don't care if the snake has 2k power. We're never attacking. We're only playing this for value, and then trying to put it back in our hand potentially.
Yeah.
And then we're not playing it when I have the most value possible. 2k counter. What did I give Moda? A 2?
You gave it like a 1.52. Yeah.
No, I gave it at least a 2 for sure. 2 unless I give Moda something higher.
The fucking
definitely
shark?
a 2. Huh?
The shark?
No, the Milk Girl.
Oh, just kidding.
The ace one.
Sorry. All right. Yeah. 2. I don't know. This is like a 2.75 for me. At least like
it's also CP0 traded, which is why it's higher on my list.
Yeah. I think it's a. What did you give it? 3?
Gave it 2.
You gave it 2?
Yeah.
I think it's 2.75 because it targets Rob Lucci and not just.
That's the thing, right? And there's 2 leader Rob Luccis, multiple character Rob Luccis.
Yeah.
And they're all different
Lucci,
costs where you could like justify different gameplay decks. So yeah.
It'd be cool to use. I mean, like as a finisher, you put this on Rush Lucci for some reason. It'd be funny.
It'd be wild. Maha. 1. Maha. You get that reference?
I do.
Nice.
I do. I'm old as fuck.
Shout out to the oldies here. 2,000 power, 2 drop Morgans. Big news!
Morgans!
I love the GIF so much.
So
the GIF is literally
man.
the GIF is literally me.
Yeah.
The big news GIF is my energy. 1,000 counter on play. Your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand, reveal their hand, then your opponent draws 1 card. I said this card's awful and limited because resources are everything. Like knowledge doesn't matter unless your opponent's literally showing you a dead hand. And constructed, however, where you could trade like 1 card. I think the information might be worth more. The problem is the journalist subtype is not S tier, so I'm gonna have to give this like a 2.5 with an asterisk of this card could be a 4.5 at some point.
Journalist. What other journal?
There's
like,
0. That was the joke.
I know, but like in the future, how do they future?
Just random dude at like Sabo or whatever.
Oh my god, dude! It's just like news coup, I guess. Whatever.
News coup crew.
Yeah.
Okay. New theory I stumbled on. Okay. Not mine. Number. It's like okay. So like more the news coups you set up and you're like, oh, this is world government news, right? Then you meet Morgans and you talk about Ron's like, oh, he's world government. Interesting, he's at Big Mom's Tea Party. That's really interesting, right? Like, why was something there? Then you learn like, oh, the government doesn't own him actually. Like, he's actually an independent dude who's someone that does news all around the globe and is somehow accepted as like the global go-to news. Right. The government's just okay with this for some reason, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, what's up? And someone was like, yo, we still got a bunch of Roger Pirates missing. And they're like, this dude has some weird similarities to one of the Roger Pirates. And they're like, he has a Zoan fruit and is in disguise. And that's how he evaded execution. Because remember, none of the other Roger Pirates were executed except for Goldie Roger.
Yeah.
So... Wait, I want to find it because the picture makes it make more sense.
Did they escape?
They were all dropped off at different locations on his return trip.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then like Crocus was left with the moon.
Really,
They
that-
draft
yeah.
off Roger himself at some point, right? That was the whole point. And we don't know who had it last. Whoever, I think the person who had it last still has it. I think they also have the dragon egg, unless the government has a dragon egg. Yeah, or not the dragon egg, whatever the egg is.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Oh.
It's this dude, this motherfucker, and he just always he has like long flows. I don't know about this Nami thing. I don't know what's up with that. But this is here. And then it's like the fact that he has the hat. It's also a tall brim hat.
2?
Okay.
Probably 1?
Nice.
Journalist?
Monkey.D.Luffy, 6,000 power, 5
Yeah.
cost, 1,000 counter. Not a Thriller Bark card, just a straw hat. When attacking, trash up to one of your opponent's characters would cost 2 or less. Then place any number of characters that cost 4 or more from your trash on the bottom of your deck in any order. This character gains 1,000 power for this turn for every 3 cards placed at the bottom of your deck. This is one of those super fun, wacky design cards that I like to play, and it's also kind of good while being wacky. That being said, 3.
This is very new to me. I think it was Dean who was telling me that people run this to get past law, right?
I've literally never heard that in my life.
It's
I can believe it. I understand. I understand the theory.
Might be capping on, but somebody said that they've been run. I think it's Lucci or Gecko Moria or something is running this card so that they can get past law
In 08?
in 08.
Gotcha.
Or in this format. In
Oh,
07.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I would have to look into it.
Yeah. But
It's cool because it trashes though. So like, it's in black, so it can have reduction, so it can hit higher than actual 2 costs.
Yep.
And it trashes, so it gets over Sabo, gets over Borsellino. Love it.
It's really cool.
3.
3. Or it might be. Oh wait, I think it might be to get rid of. Wait, what is it? What is the target?
2 or less.
The 2 or less? Never mind. Just kidding. I thought it was for BY Luffy. Oh, it might be for BY Luffy, because you pump it up.
Yeah, it's a 5 cost Luffy. Yeah. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
It's just a nice like interaction piece. Yeah. I was like, that makes infinitely more sense
That
than like
makes it
it's
better, yeah.
for the law matchup
No.
in black decks.
It's
like,
for
it's
the
for
BY
it's for the
and-
combo deck that also has a bad law matchup.
Yeah.
Joseph, 1 drop, 2k. On play, place 2 cards on the bottom of your deck with CP. KO one of your opponent's characters that cost 1 or less. I wish it was a 2k counter. I wish this was literally like a 1 drop, 1,000 power with 2k counter and had this effect. That being said, Black has so many good tools. Doesn't need more good tools. I'll give it 2.5. The opportunity cost is pretty low.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2. Well, I think I'll give it like a 2.7 because it's a 1k or 1 cost. I could.
I'd rather just run Brook. You know, it's the thing. That's the
fair.
problem.
Yeah,
Brook's
yeah,
so good.
It's just like if you find yourself like in a pinch, you're just like, I want to spend 1 and then I can do the rest of it with my 9 Dawn. Or
I mean,
something.
it's in the archetype, right? So you can manipulate like searching and stuff like that. But I just feel like they have so many options. It's hard to justify this
a
one.
1 cost removal is okay. It's like okay.
It's definitely not the worst.
Yeah.
Definitely not the worst. This card, limited bomb, love it. Not so good and constructed. 6,000 power for 5, wonky counter. Robert Lucci on play. You may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand. Then you may place 1 card from your opponent's trash at the bottom of their deck. This is like one of the first. There's very few, but this is one of the first like, oh, this is on a stapled good card like rate wise, where you get to target your opponent's trash.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
We need more cards like that where we
really do. We really do.
So that's really fun. Like it feels like we're messing with the opponent in a way where we're like, hey, shuffle your entire hand back. You know, like let's putting them or like.
I like
it's
that this
a fun
is
interaction.
specifically good into the BY Luffy deck.
Yeah.
And it's Rob Lucci.
Oh yeah.
I like that flavor
That's cool.
there.
Yeah, that's nice.
In limited, it's great though because obviously, like we talked about, there's less 2Ks, so like 6K swing, like swings are just worth more card value. So if you play this card, it's like now discard card. It's like, oh shit, like
that's sick. I like it. I think for the
3.
For the flavor, I'll give it 3.5.
We're
not judging on flavor, but like for the flavor, it's cool.
You just got for the homies back.
Yeah, for the homies.
Shave, 1 drop counter. One of your leader's characters gets 2,000 power during this battle. You have 10 or more cards in your trash. Return up to 1 of your characters with type including CP to the owner's hand. Trigger, return up to 1 of your characters to the owner's hand. This card's weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I haven't played against, and I know I haven't played Rob Lucci yet to really get it, or this card just isn't good and it's more flavor of like the shave ability. But I'm gonna give it it's worse than the guard point. I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
I'll give it a 2.5. I mean, like, you could play this card and then like get a 2K back from your trash.
No, it's from field. Return up to one of your characters with a type including... When it says return characters, it means reward. It would say from draft.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I read that wrong.
Yeah, so the point is, like, they're using shave to leave board.
To do a boa thing.
Yeah. If this was just return a card, so it's like I could cycle a Suru back to hand, maybe, like, that'd be good.
That would be good. Like, that's what I thought it was. I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like,
it's good for the Kaku, because I think you do play the Kaku out in this deck.
Yeah.
So, like...
That would be cool, because you would essentially be paying 1 for 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thought behind it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's good enough. I'll give it a 2.5.
You play this after you play Hattori.
I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2.5. You block with Fukuro and then you return Fukuro to your hand.
No, dude, you play Hattori and then you bring Hattori back in your hand. It's a 2K counter.
Like, you don't get upgraded.
It's a 1.
Iron Body is a 2-cost event. This one's actually fire. Counter up to one of your leaders of characters, gains 4,000 during this battle. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, it gains another 2,000.
See, this is the better one.
Yeah, trigger, gain Rad Beam plus 1,000 for the turn.
Dude, okay,
this is a 3.5.
Yeah, that's a 3.7 for me. That, like, the difference in power between this two costs.
I like this to 3.7 on 3.75.
I don't know, dude. It's what? Oh, sorry. I meant to say 3.7.
Yeah, I know what you meant. You're like, it's not quite there, but it's better than what you're giving. Like.
I like it because no, I don't like it. Sorry.
Where are you with this card?
I'm trying to restart my sentence. I am confused about like why the last one was a 1 cost and this is a 2 cost, right? Like the difference in power is just crazy though. Yeah. Like the difference in utility and power, it's crazy.
You're gonna see these appear release common.
Of course, dude. Of course.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, hey, listen. You'll have outs to kid. Outs to kid swings.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's true.
This is what someone earlier, Tempest Kick. I'm telling you, this is literally just gonna be Upstart Goblin. I mean, this is a new greater option, basically, which was already Upstart Goblin. But it's a little bit better, in my opinion, in terms of being the Upstart Goblin form. Because the main is just draw a card. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus their cost during this turn. Trigger KO one of your opponent's characters 3 or less.
Very good.
So it's Ice Age on trigger.
Yeah.
And then it's just draw a card. And if you happen to be at this point, -3.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like new G, yeah.
Yeah, 3.5. No, 4.
4. Yeah. I can see this being the new greater option for sure.
Like normally, like with greater option out, I would give this a 3. But because we've, at least according to Bandai, have agreed that greater option is too far, that inherently makes greater option a 5. So this then has to be a 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because the extra tack on is that you have to have the caveat.
Yeah, if we're agreeing that that card's too good, where it has to be banned, and we're agreeing this is slightly worse, then that's a 5 and this is a 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. And then Sabo, one of your secret rares for the set.
Very cool.
8-drop, 9k power on play. You may trash card for your hand. Came up to one of your opponent's characters that costs 5 or less, and it's one of your opponent's characters that costs 3 or less. Holy shit, this card's crazy.
Has Fire Fist.
That's
crazy.
Literally has bigger, better Fire Fist in another color that can reduce with the targets. Arguably reduce better in terms of like having things on board to already do it, or having more ability to do it with the last 2 Dawn.
Yeah.
Like there is no reduce 5,000 for 1 Dawn in red. Like there is Ice Age, you know? Like,
yeah. Shit, what a crazy card, dude. 4.5.
4.5 for me. Yeah, this is it's only not game warping because it's an 8-drop, so there's not too much left over.
Yeah.
It requires on-board setup, and activate main cards are a little bit like on the outs in terms of like their stat rate versus like the ability they get. And it's competing with 8-drops like Gecko Moria.
Yeah.
So I can't give it a 5, but it's definitely a 4.5.
Yeah.
This is inherently the closest thing to like a straight board wipe the game has right now.
Yeah. It is fairly statted. It's very cool. 8-9. I mean, that's Gecko Moria stats, right? So,
yeah.
Yep. Very good. Very good card.
That is all the black cards for the set, guys. Let us know in the comments what card you're most excited or least excited about playing in the upcoming set from Black. If you're a member, of course, all the other colors are up live right now. If you're not a member, members get to see all of our videos pretty early, up to 2 weeks. And if you're watching this right now, red, green, blue, purple are all out. And yellow is the last one you're missing on members with some other content as well. So if you want to support the channel, see some cool content early, and support some really cool big efforts we have, become a member. We appreciate it. And Luke.
Again, if you're a member, thank you so much for being a member. If you're not a member, thank you for watching the video anyway. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.